Heughan ANGRY yelled at Caitriona Balfe, "Stop interfering in my relationship with Dakota." Studio lights beat down on the sweat-dampened wooden floor. The scene was a mock-up of ancient Scotland, but the real tension building wasn't from the script, it was from the two men standing face to face, their eyes burning. Sam Heughan, still dressed as Jamie Fraser, stood tall, his jaw clenched, his hands clenched as if he were trying to contain something. In front of him, Caitriona Balfe, Outlander's Claire, was no less fierce. "Cat." Sam began, his voice low but sharp. "This is the last time I'm going to talk to you about this." Caitriona crossed her arms, her gaze unwavering. "I'm just saying what everyone thinks, Sam. Dakota Johnson doesn't belong in your world." "Not in?" Sam raised an eyebrow, smiling faintly. "Which world? Yours, Outlander, or the world where I'll always be Jamie Fraser and you'll always be Claire?" The air was thick. The director's voice calling the technician in the distance was drowned out. The people around him began to pay attention, but no one dared to interrupt. "You're changing, Sam," Caitriona said, her voice lower but still clear. "Since she appeared, you've been cold to the whole crew. We used to be friends, soulmates on screen. And now, soulmates?" Sam interrupted. "What are you talking about? Friendship has no right to interfere with someone else's private life." "I love Dakota. It was my choice." Caitriona was silent for a few seconds. Then her voice softened, but it carried hurt. "I just don't want to see you hurt. She doesn't understand you like I do." "No," Sam said, this time firmly. "You don't understand. I'm Sam, not Jamie. You and I are co-stars, not fate. And Dakota, she's real. She's there when I need her, not just when the camera is on." The atmosphere was tense. An assistant director tried to step forward, but was turned away by Sam's gaze. "Enough, Caitriona." His voice dropped. "I value our friendship, but if you continue to interfere in my personal life, I'm not sure this relationship can continue as before." Caitriona turned away, but her eyes were filled with hurt. Sam watched, heavily, then turned away, pulled out his phone, and quickly typed a message. "Baby, I'll be there soon. I need to be with you. Right now." That night, it was raining lightly in London. The street lights reflected on the ancient cobblestones, creating blurred yellow streaks. Sam walked quickly through Notting Hill, his black wool coat billowing in the wind. Inside, his mind was as chaotic as the rain. He rang the bell of the third-floor apartment where Dakota was staying temporarily while filming in England. The door opened, and Dakota appeared in beige pajamas, her eyes filled with surprise and worry. "Sam?" she asked softly, avoiding his gaze. "You're here so early." Sam didn't say anything. He walked in, wrapping his arms around her tightly. "I need you. Now." His voice was hoarse. It was unclear whether it was because of the rain or because he was holding back. Dakota hugged her back, softly asking, "What happened?" Sam let go of her a little, looking into her eyes. "Caitriona. She went too far." Dakota closed her eyes, sighing. It wasn't the first time. She'd sensed it for months. The strange stares backstage, the half-jokes, the suspiciously leaked paparazzi photos. "What did she say to you?" Dakota asked, her voice calm. "She thinks I don't understand you. That I'm just a Hollywood actress lost in your world." Sam bit her lip. "But the worst part is, she thinks you belong to her." Dakota didn't respond right away. She walked toward the kitchen and poured them both cups of hot tea. Not because she needed the tea, but because she needed a moment to process her emotions. "You know I trust you, right?" she said after a few minutes of silence. "But I also know she's more than just your co-star. You two were close. People wouldn't understand and support our relationship. Sam put his hand on hers. I don't need the world's support. Just trust me. The media and the price of love. 3 days later, things exploded. An entertainment news site published an exclusive article with the shocking headline: Is Outlander rift over Sam Heughan and Dakota Johnson's love? The article detailed the conflict between Sam and Caitriona on set, citing insider sources who said Caitriona was heartbroken to see Sam change for a woman who doesn't belong in his world. Soon after, Twitter exploded. Outlander fans were divided into two camps. One criticized Dakota as an outsider, ruining the show. The other sided with Sam, saying he deserved to be happy. Dakota's account was bombarded with thousands of malicious comments every hour. Although she kept quiet, her smile gradually faded. Sam called his manager, then the press team, then the director of Outlander. Either this stops, or I stop, he said bluntly. Sam Heughan, the man considered the symbol of the whole series, announced that if there was no press conference to clarify, he would leave the next season. That created a shockwave in the production company. They quickly organized an emergency press conference, with the sole purpose to put out the fire. Face to face, the truth in the night. A small hall in Soho, the lights of the cameras flashed continuously. Dozens of reporters waited for Sam to come out. Sam wore a white shirt, a black suit, and a serious look in his eyes. He was not evasive, nor angry, he was just clear. First of all, let me be clear, Dakota Johnson and I are in love. We started dating after working together on an independent project. She's kind, smart, and the only person who has ever made me want to leave the Jamie Fraser you know. The clicking of the camera stopped for a few seconds in surprise. Caitriona is a big part of my career. But our relationship is a friendship. That's it. She has every right to be upset if I change, but she has no right to interfere in my personal life. A reporter raised her hand. Do you think Caitriona Balfe is jealous? Sam paused, then replied, I don't want to attribute feelings to anyone. I just want people to understand, I'm a person, not a character. And I have the right to love whoever I want. Dakota wasn't at the press conference, but she watched the live stream. After that session, she texted Sam just one sentence. Thank you for standing up for the truth.